Hello and welcome, my lovely Geminis. I'm Satara Tarot and I'm an intuitive tarot card reader, and this reading is for you for 2020. I'm using a 12 card spread, a card for each month, and the cards I'm using today for the reading is Morgan Greer, and then I'll be pulling a Wisdom of Oracle card at the end of the reading just for a final message from universe. So that's the Wisdom of Oracle by Carlette Baron Reid at the end of the reading. So we might get straight into the reading. We are going to read from top left, which is January, across to February, March and April. And I'll just go through the cards that we have for 2021 for you lovely Geminis. So January starts off with the Queen of Rods, which is the Queen of Wands, and then we're going into the Nine of Pentacles, the Magician, the Seven of Pentacles, the Tower, the King of Rods, the Hierophant, the Knight of Rods, the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Ace of, sorry, not the Ace, we've got the Ace here, and the Page of Cups to end in December. So I like to look at the spread and see what major arcanas are in the spread, because the major arcanas are have the really powerful energy over the reading. So you have the Magician, the Tower, and the Hierophant. So you've got three major arcanas. The Magician is a beautiful card, especially for Geminis. The Magician is associated with its Mercury, which is Virgo and Gemini. So really connect with that sort of manifesting energy, which is wonderful to have. So if you think about 2021, it's going to be a manifesting year. Things will need to be ripped away with the Tower and be sort of things need to be sort of torn down at the same time as creating. So it's going to be a bit of a mixed year. So we're going to start the reading in January with the Queen of Rods, the Queen of Wands. So that's the fire signs of the zodiac, and she's the queen, so she's really standing in her power and in her passion. So you're entering 2021 in January with really good, strong, passionate energy, and really standing in your own. Like she's quite sort of feisty, the old Queen of Wands. She's ready to sort of step forward, and also very creative. So I wouldn't be surprised if you are going to start, or you're going to be really sort of holding, not necessarily starting, but actually really holding a creative project in January. So a lovely card to start the year in, especially after the 2020 year that we've all had. So it'd be really nice to step into 2021 in January, just feeling that sense of control, passion, and wanting to sort of hold your own, I guess. And that definitely flows through to February. I have to say, I have some cards that are really my favorite cards, and out of the minor arcana cards, the Nine of Pentacles is my number one lady. Look at her, she is divine. So in February, you're really in your own, you're really basking in your own kind of accomplishments. You've worked hard, and it's a really gorgeous month, February. So she's got this beautiful pendant around her neck, which are the Nine Pentacles, and the Pentacles represent something tangible. It's the earth signs of the zodiac, so it's really something that's tangible. It's a solid foundation. It's about putting in the hard work, and it's a really, really gorgeous energy. It's the independent card, so it's, quite often people relate to it as the singles card, but it's really about being financially independent, be it if you're male or female. It's irrelevant. It's really the energy of the card. So that real having financial independence and being able to enjoy that financial independence, which for February it's gorgeous. So really, hopefully you really enjoy your February, because it looks like a lovely month. And then we're going into March, and oh, look at the Magician. I love the Magician. So yeah, a few favorite major arcana cards that I absolutely love, and the Magician is definitely one of them. So really this is stepping into your own power, and this is manifesting what you want to happen. So it's bringing together all the tools that you need. So he's got his sword, his wand, his pentacle, and his cup. So it's got all the beginnings of passion, thought and clarity, stability, value, foundation, and emotions. They're all laying on his table, ready to use. And he's going to use these to manifest the life he wants to have. Yeah, so in March, there's a lot of manifestation and putting into place what you want your 2021 year to look like. So very powerful start to and a wonderful start to 2021 for you gorgeous Geminis. It's been different from the other. I've just done Taurus and I did Aries, and they really didn't kick off to sort of start things happening until May. So you're really, as soon as you step into 2021, you're really kind of gung-ho, and it's all kind of happening for you there. And then we're going into April. So this is the card for April. Let's see if I can just straighten that up. So this is the card for April, and this is the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles, it's really about reaping the harvest. So planting the seeds and actually seeing them growing. I have to say, I actually think, I just noticed this. In the first few months of the year, I think somebody's going to really take notice of you. So see how this person is really looking over past the Magician. Because initially when I first looked at these cards, I thought this person here was looking at the Magician. But no, this person is not even seeing the Magician and is looking right over here. Which I really feel, if you're resonating with this reading, this is you, Gemini. This is you in all your glory. Look at you, you're gorgeous. So you're really, people are taking notice. They're even ignoring their own little, oops, keep moving that card. They even are ignoring their own little harvest that they're planted here to look at you. You're the shining light. So I wouldn't be surprised if, there could be some envious people looking over thinking, what's going on over there? Or if you're single, you may be definitely catching the eye of a very potential partner. Because if you're standing as the Nine of Pentacles and he's the Seven of Pentacles, at least he's not the King of Pentacles, but at least he's on his way up. So it could be somebody younger than you, which would be nice if you're single. So somebody, but definitely there's potential there for sure. And then we're going to go into May. So we have the Tower card here, and that's come up already. I think it's already a couple of times for this year. So I think there's going to be quite a lot of shift and changing happening. Hasn't it happened already for 2021? But I think it's for 2020. But I think in 2021, there seems to be so far in the readings that I've done that there is going to be that real shift of pulling down false beliefs and foundations that are not stable. And they're actually really for the good. I've said in other readings, I'm also a very big fan of the Tower. I think, for things to come in and kind of pull down, it's like weeding. So if you have a garden, it's full of weeds, they're not serving you, they don't need to be there, they need to be removed. The Tower will come in and rip them down, pull them out of the ground. And it feels a bit brutal. It's going to be brutal for the weeds being pulled out of the ground. But then it sort of creates that beautiful space for you to plant the seeds you do want in your life. Because after the Tower, the next card is the Star card. So it's really, in May, there's going to be a big clearing. There's going to be, the universe is going to step in and really clear away the debris and the things that are not serving you. It's going to get cleared away. So don't be afraid of this energy, because it serves a really strong purpose and it allows you to move forward and step into what you need to step into. So that's in May, and then we'll go into June. And I have to say, June, July, and August. There's something happening here, June, July, and August, and I'm still trying to work it out as I'm reading this. But there's something significant with these 3 months, and they're all connected and linked in. And I might start off with May, June, July. So that's the center card. So if we're looking at these 3 cards here, June, July, and August, I'm going to start with July, and that's the Hierophant, and that's the card number 5. And the number 5 in the minor arcanas, so this is a major arcana, the number 5s in the minor are transitions. And this is definitely a very strong theme of the star signs, the zodiac signs I've done so far for 2021. There is definitely a transition of going from one world to another world. So that midpoint, the number 5 of being the midpoint. So I really get that sense of there's a midpoint happening for you, Gemini. And it's going to be happening around July, August, September. And the Hierophant is the male version of the High Priestess. However, with the Hierophant, how it's different from the High Priestess? The High Priestess has that sort of feminine intuition. With the Hierophant, it's more about laws and regulations and more established kind of faiths, so religion, church. And what's really standing out for me is that he's got these 2 pillars on either side supporting him, his faith, being masculine and being very sort of conservative, orderly, and traditional. This could, if it came up in the love reading, and we do have the Ace of Cups and we have the Page of Cups, which could be related to an offering of love, but this could also be like a marriage card. It could also, now I think about it, if you think about the church, it could be about, because the church traditionally would be signing off contracts, so signing off contracts of property. So traditionally the church would sort of write the contracts, because it was the religious people of past times that would be the people who would be able to read and write, not the sort of common man. So contracts and owning of property and land would be to do with the church. So there could be a signing of a contract, be it a marriage contract, could be you or somebody significant to you. It could also be a contract to do with studying, because it is also about sort of higher education, the Hierophant, but it also could be a signing of contract, could be of property, yeah, so it could be signing a contract of property. I'm not sure how it resonates with you, take whatever resonates with you, but the thing that really stands out for me with these 3 cards, this is being very protective, and it's being protected by the King of Rods, which is King of Wands, and the Knight of Rods, Knight of Wands. So they're the fire signs of the zodiac, and they're the passion, the action, the drive. And it's really, both of these, it's like they're standing guard to protect this. So whatever this contract is, there is a sense of protection around the contract. And also a very masculine energy as well. If you think you've got the King, the Knight, and the Hierophant, which is a masculine energy. So there's a real masculine energy and protection, and a sense of contract and traditional and conventional kind of energy around July, August, September. So however that fits in with you, you may be starting university, you may be buying a property or a block of land. So yeah, so that's what I kind of sense from them 3 cards. And then we move into September, and that is such a beautiful card. I mean, you really want September to be sitting underneath September. You really want the Ace of Cups to be sitting underneath the Tower, because what you need to go through the Tower, sometimes it's not pleasant. You know, when things are being brought down that are not serving you and things need to sort of be cleared, that sometimes is a turbulent time, and however, it's a necessary time, so it's beneficial. Um, and you would like to, when you've come through this, you would like to sort of receive some sort of reward for getting through that sort of stage of your life. And you definitely do in September. So the Ace of Cups is a beginning, is an offering. The cups rule in the water signs of the zodiac, and it really represents emotions and love. So there really is an opportunity of an offering of love coming from universe in your direction in September. And it's also what's really standing out for me on this card is this lotus here. And with lotus, they actually grow from very murky, dark water, and they turn into these beautiful, wonderful flowers. But their foundation is quite dense and murky, which for some reason I just feel it's connected to the Tower card. Even though the foundations weren't serving you and they needed to be pulled down, there's something beautiful that can come out of that process. I think that's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, beautiful month for you lovely Geminis in September. And then we step into the Ten of Swords. So looking at this card, it looks so gruesome, doesn't it? The Ten of Swords, there's a person lying on the ground in the snow. I mean, he looks like he's not looking too healthy. It's cold, it's snowing, he's got 10 swords in his back. There's a puddle of it looks like blood. It looks gruesome, however, it's not. So with the tens in the Minor Arcana, they're really about completion, because what happens with the tens, you've gone through from the ace to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you've gone through that journey, you've got to the 10, and the 10 is completion. And the swords represents the air signs of the zodiac. So that's the Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And it's really about the air signs being representative of communication, of thoughts, of intellect. So being caught up in your head. So really what's the 10 of Swords is, it's really coming to that end of either your own sort of self-sabotaging thoughts, or just really sort of negative communication coming towards you. However, it is an end and it's a completion. And when you do come into an end and a completion, you don't travel that path again. So it's done and it's over, it's past. So to get to the 10, that's where you want to be. You want to get to the 10 because you want it to be over. So in October, beautiful time to actually complete something that is really not serving you, be it your own self-sabotaging thoughts or even your own inner critic, saying horrible things to yourself that really are not sort of serving you, or being sort of stabbed in the back by others, so to speak. So however, it's a completion, it's come to an end. And then you step into November, and it's another sword card, which is not surprising. Doing a reading for Geminis, you're going to get sword cards. And that's just the way it is. And with the Three of Swords, that's a healing card. So that's a card that comes when you've had heartbreak and you've had pain, but it is really a time to heal, because the threes in the Minor Arcanas are really about coming together and either collaborating or celebrating. But when the Three of Swords is coming together to actually heal. So after you've been through this sort of time of completion and what this ending is here, because tens are the ending, you're healing from that ending. So allowing yourself that time to just heal and be gentle, be kind to yourself, and also do a lot of self-care in November and really nurture your own heart, because that's really for you to protect and love. And universe will support you in that. That's why the cards appeared, supporting you to say there's time to heal in November. So it is a beautiful card. And then we end the year of 2021 for you lovely Geminis on the Page of Cups. So again, a gorgeous card. you've got this beautiful new offering, new beginning of the from universe in September, and you've taken it. So in this particular card, you're not actually holding it, it's still on the table. So, and you're looking a little bit sort of not despondent, but you kind of looking at this cup, say, is this cup for me? Do I need to pick this cup up, and do I need to carry it forward? Because the ace is the beginning, depending on what deck you work with, but often it's the beginning of the cups journey. You travel through all the cups, and then you get to go to the courtyard, and the beginning of the courtyard is the page. So that's the very young, innocent, naive. Quite often it's represented by young people or students. So it's a young offering. So this offering that's come to you in September, by December you still feel fairly new to it. So if it is a love offering that comes to you in September, and if it might be this guy who's this guy March, he's quite cute, like he's quite nice, so he could step forward and offer you a cup of love, and it will take you from September to December to go, oh, is this for me? And do I pick this cup up, and do I walk forward? And you know what I think? I reckon you do. I reckon the end of 2021, Gemini, pick that cup up. It's a beginning. It's a beautiful beginning of a new emotions and a love offering to step into 2022. So gorgeous card to end the reading. What I'm going to do is just pull a card from Wisdom of Oracle, the Colette Baron read cards, just to give you a final message from universe to end this lovely reading for you lovely Geminis. And while I'm shuffling the deck, I'm just going to let you know that I am going to be uploading every month readings for all the zodiac signs. So please come and join me every month, and I'll be taking the card from each particular month that appeared in your yearly reading to support that reading, whichever reading I'll be doing that month. So it'd be lovely to see you again, Geminis. And I've really enjoyed spending time with you. And I hope your 2021 is a wonderful year. I hope that for all the zodiac signs, because 2020 has been challenging for all of us. But hopefully we've learned some amazing lessons, and we're stepping into a new life having learnt them lessons, and I'm sure we have. So I'm just gonna, let's take this one. Oh, fork in the road. Okay. Yeah, there is definitely a theme so far in these readings of that sort of number 5, that midpoint on which direction do you go. Sorry, I need to show you this card. So I'm just going to put it in front of the camera, and hopefully you can see. I'm just going to see if I which. Okay, so fork in the road, that's the card there, and it's a gorgeous picture, and it's the number 13. And it's important, what I'm trying to think of, the signpost, that's the word. The signpost there has got arrows, and there's 2 arrows pointing one direction and 1 arrow pointing the other direction. And really for me, I think it's saying you have a choice to either go back or to move forward. And to be honest, because there's 3, the top one, you don't have a choice. It's like move forward. And that really goes with the Page of Cups. I feel that it's like pick up the cup and move forward in that direction. I'm just going to get my skewer, not my finger. Move in that direction. Follow this signpost, pick your cup up and move into 2022 with that beautiful offering that's come to you in September. So hopefully this resonates with you. If it does, please press like, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the January readings. And have a lovely 2021, Geminis. Take care. Bye.